Hello, the internet! It's Saturday, 24th of June, 9:09 in the AM. Welcome back to the channel.
What was all that?
Some wiggle stuff, I don't know. That was like, over to you, better.
I pressed the button, he did the intro. How are you, everybody? How are you, Marty? Cheers, man.
Cheers, cheers. Just to clarify, the thumbnail is false. Ben is not drinking a cappuccino, and I'm not drinking a large long black.
You know this guy.
I'm off the dick.
You're not into coffee. Yeah? You're done with coffee, more or less.
Yeah, just recently. I was just telling you. Yes, I've just been making some super stealthy, strong coffees. Just I don't know. They must have been gradually getting that way, and I was used to them for a while. But I just find that they make me a little bit crazy.
When we went on our trip to unpronounceable,
also
unforgettable.
I'll only drink one coffee a day, and some days I don't drink it at all. I'm not like some madman.
Well, you are a madman, but the coffee's irrelevant.
Yeah, but it's turned me into a bit of a madman. I think yeah.
But when we
edgy.
What was the name of that place?
He's a real edgy guy, a madman.
Tantangara.
Yeah, Japanese ramen soup. Yeah.
I'm going to quote Marty on Tantangara trip. We woke up in the first morning. He's like, maybe we'll go back into anonymity and get a coffee or something.
Did I?
Yeah, and you were like, I was like, oh, you need coffee? He's like, no, I don't really need coffee. And then every day on that trip, you were like, yeah, I'm going to just pop in and get a coffee.
When in holiday mode, like even now, like, well, I'm kind of off them, but if I was on them and away for a few days, I probably would have a coffee every day, like at base, wherever you are, or go somewhere. But at home, there's days where I just go without, you know?
Yeah, interesting.
What was that? What did you just do there?
Oh, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me.
Then I just did something very sneakily. I just want to tell the audience.
I just cut to that camera. That was a bit sneaky.
It was kind of seamless, you know, but you could have covered it up better and engaged.
I did see your eyes go down.
Oh, look over there, Marty. Look in the top chat. We're looking at the capsters.
Let's address the chat and say good morning. Yeah. I want to say Pertsky, Yelski, Aerogamer Dutsky, how you doing, skis? David 2010 skis, good morning.
Oh, I love a skis.
Jane AZ, good morning. Listening while watching the humpbacks migrate at Nora Heads, loving life and what's happening. Nora Heads.
I've heard about the humpbacks around town. And where's Nora Heads?
Yeah, good call. Where is Nora Heads? Let me
I heard a lot of people back like around my place of home, which is Sydney, talking about the whales. There's a lot of binoculars being sold, like a lot of knockoff binoculars on the street. Instead of want to buy a watch, it's want to buy some binoculars.
Okay.
They don't work. Just be careful.
Oh, Toukley, the northern beaches.
No, Newcastle. Yeah. Central
Bay,
Coast.
Terrigal.
Central Coast. Yeah.
Triskians.
Jane AZ in the Central Coast. Yeah.
There you go.
We know where you are.
Jane skis. Good morning, Marty again, Pertsky. Everyone in the chat. Yo, Dudsky. H-Man, how you doing, H-Man? I used to knock back double espressos like it was the end of times, but now I usually only have one long black a day. Well, this is my second coffee today.
We should just talk about just like talking about those levels of coffee consumption. I was just saying to Ben on like when I'd make a coffee, I got to the point because I love black coffee, good coffee, like drink this like Colombian stuff which I've bought for years and it's great.
Coffee snob right there.
Not really. I'll take a Nescafe from Post, you know, like this dirty, dungy, like cafeteria stained walls type shit. If you need to, it's like paint stripper, that stuff. It's real good. But anyway, like 2 big scoops, like tablespoons, but like heavy tablespoons for 1 cup.
That's heated.
And it does seem like a lot, but like I've gone from one good one and I was like, wow, this is good. And then you get used to it, I think. Yeah. And then I really like it, the coffee when it's not as like it's thicker, you know. It's not as diluted with water. So maybe maybe coffee's just not for me. I've got to find a new drug.
The funny thing is, Marty's not drinking a coffee right now. Mm-hmm. When I suggested we do a coffee and chat stream,
I'm drinking tea with honey unstirred.
Yeah, he
all the honey's down the bottom. I'm getting to it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, tea's good. I always like tea anyway.
He's like, yeah, I won't have a coffee though. And I'm like, I'm going to have a second one. So I'll be the one that's buzzing and you'll be the one that's less buzz.
Oh, I'm always buzzed. Yeah, I'm buzzing right now. Yeah.
Well, we're planning on doing a bit of a mission today. Marty hasn't seen Govan yet. So
just on a video, yeah, like a VHS.
Yeah, just on a vlog. But maybe we'll shoot a vlog today. Maybe we'll shoot this. We're gonna go and try to find the 4-wheel drive track. There's apparently a way you can drive from Lake Conjola to the northern side of Narrawali Inlet, which we've been to, but we obviously were on the southern side of it. From the Narrawali side, we've been and sat there. Apparently, you can drive across, or you can drive to the other side of it. So maybe we'll do that. We'll take a drive in Govan, drink a few beers.
Yeah, you mentioned this like going back like a few weeks ago through the Viva La Via. And yeah, that sounds really good. Because from there, like you said, Lake Conjola. I've never been to Lake Conjola, by the way. I've driven past it and around it, like on the south coast there, and it's just before Ulladulla.
You'd never hit the turnoff. Oh,
never,
dude.
never. And I think I was actually saying that to you when we drove back past it from our like worldwide tour that we did in November last year.
To unpronounceable.
Yeah, so we were in Nora Head. We just on some sort of weird trip that we forgot where it was.
Wait, we didn't go that. No. I was just looking at that thing and we didn't go anywhere near Nora Head.
It's just fun and tits, all right?
Let's see where this is. Okay, I'm way too far north here. Manly.
You said North Shore. I'm like, well, I don't really begin to know. Whoa, there's.
I meant northern, like it's up north is what I meant to say. Okay, here we are. We're going south
way
here.
Down
the Gong.
Yep. Shell
I could have just typed it in, but this is more fun.
Oh, there's Gerringong.
Shellhaven. Here we are here, and so further south.
Isn't it beautiful? The shapes, those shapes, like it just looks like a bite.
Yeah.
Like it's just taking a bite out of it. Now, like a shark's coming along, or some maybe like not as a harsh sea creature, like a turtle. Just come along and a turtle, a giant turtle has come along and just had a bite out of it, and that's your beach.
So this here is Lake Conjola. And the road that you're talking about that you've never been on, this is the main road south, the highway. And the turnoff comes in here.
And the honey
winds its way along. This is the lake, Conjola Lake. But then it stops. We've got to go down here and have a look. It's beautiful. But it stops basically here. You can't go any further.
Yeah.
But there is a road off the side here. Goes past the lagoon by the look of it. A dirt road, 4-wheel drive access. And it will take us through this bushland. And we'll wind up on this head area. And that's where we sat.
Yeah. I recall. Yeah, which was that was new to me as well. I love this. I love revisiting places you've been to as well. But like, I mean, put a bit of context in it. Like, I think I know the south coast pretty well, from Sydney down to close to the border. Pretty well. Not everything, but like I know lots of good places. And Conjola's cool. Like I mean, when you brought it back up yesterday. This might be really fucking shit boring to people. But
are you guys bored? No, I'm not. I'm enjoying. Hey, MD Witt, good morning.
Morning, MD Witt. Yeah, like we've done quite a few missions down here, like from base camp here. And one of them in particular that came to mind was Bendalong.
Yes,
Bendalong. And that's where I was kind of thinking when you said Lake Conjola, but I think that's not as far down.
That's further north, and
closer to us, right?
Well, no, yeah, but only by a little bit. But I got that wrong. I thought the mission was
Conjola
from Bendalong.
There, yep.
But to go from
that's a beautiful place, man,
dude. To go from there to Narrawali, you've got to get across Lake Conjola, which makes no sense because there's no way across there. So this trail has to go from Conjola further south. This dirt trail, because otherwise you're stuck on that side, the northern side. Of the gap. Mind the gap.
Do they have ferry services? Not vehicle ferry services, but ferry services that go across. You'd think they would.
Not down there. No.
Wow. Okay.
No, not down
they got them in Husky though, and around.
Not a vehicle ferry.
No, but a people ferry. I think we've seen them.
There is a pretty lousy sort of cheap ass, just a one-man show, drives a ferry across. But yeah, that's our plan anyway. Like, if we get lost, go send out the search crew there.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'll just give it a couple of days. You know, we'll be having some fun.
Like that dude that we came across.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he didn't look like he was really that worried at all. No. You know, he was just like, well, how do I get around? Lost the core group. Lost all of them actually.
Tell the story how it played out.
So we were driving, and I can tell you where we were because I remember. We were driving in Mimosa Rocks National Park, which is just north of Tathra. I could just keep looking all over the place except for there.
Hello. Yeah, looking there.
Hello. Yeah, there's just a lot to look at. If you guys were here, you'd get what I understand. Oh, there's everything. Mimosa Rocks National Park, and I was driving. I think I was driving at that point. Yeah, because I drove that whole day. We drove from.
I was over it.
We were outside around Tathra or somewhere where we stayed.
No,
that was the next day.
Yeah, I drove
That was the next day, but I think I took the wheel around that time in the afternoon.
And we went through the bottle shop.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you're driving.
So we're driving in the national park, and we're looking at like a couple of spots to stay for the night, and we're driving, and this guy
dirt road. How long?
Dirt road.
We've been off the main road for about 5 or 6 k's.
Yeah. I was gonna say like in minutes wise, because that's the way I don't really, my brain doesn't computate like distance when in a vehicle. It was probably like about 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah,
driving like on the dirt road. So it was a way. I don't know. Maybe it was longer, but
we were far enough in the dirt area, the dirt road, that the person that we're about to talk about can't have come from the main road. That's the point.
That's right. Yeah, and he'd come up from this pathway, this little like trail, if you will. And he didn't look lost. But I think we kind of just engaged with him or something or other at first. He might have been approaching us, but then he was asking for directions and stuff like this. Not like, oh, thank God, somebody's here to help me. He didn't really care. I think he wanted to get lost. Maybe it's his thing. Like when he goes out, like, you know, even on his own or with a group, he just wants to kind of find his way, and I relate to that.
Yeah,
I like it.
To me, he looked like he was not sure where he was. It was on the edge of darkness. Like we were looking for a spot to camp for the night. So it was like, it's an unusual time to just appear out of the woods. He just appeared up out of the nothingness. And he came over, the way he came over to the window, he came over to my side, passenger side, and leant on the window and like leant over.
That's
and
right,
was like,
yeah.
And he looked like he was like exhausted, and he didn't have any water. He just had a small bag on his back, like a little tiny day pack.
Yep. But he didn't look concerned, do you think? Like, he didn't look really worried. Like, he might have... I remember that, him leaning in, because it was like, oh, wow, there's like... That's like just an unfamiliar closeness for a stranger to be, you know? Like, it was just a little bit like, what's going on?
He was Irish, remember?
Yeah, Irish.
He's Irish, and... I'm not going to hijack the story, but keep going and explain what we did.
Yeah, so we gave him directions saying, like, go back the way we came. It's going to take you a while. You should probably get moving, pretty much, talking about the light. I'm just recalling it all now. I remember it, but like, it's not often it's the things I think about on that trip. But he left. We went to one spot down here, and then we drove to another one, I think. I thought we'd already seen a spot.
No. We went
to two spots.
We went to the spot we were intending to go to.
Yeah.
Which was further away into the bush from where he was.
Yeah.
And then we decided we're not going to camp there. It was lousy.
We went to another one.
We kind of just turned around and came back up, and we drove back down that main road that we came in on. And this is the concerning thing. The amount of time that it took for us to say, okay, if you're okay, we'll leave you and we'll go and check this campsite. Yeah. We even said, if we see you when we come back, we'll pick you up. But when we came back and drove back in the access road, back to the main road, he was nowhere to be seen. So he can't have walked from where we encountered him to the main road in that time. It wasn't long enough distance. So we've said he's gone back into the bush. on his own. And to me that was like.
So we drove back up to the main road and then went
cut
up,
even further.
And that's when we went to the second place.
And that's where we found
we found the people he was walking with. So it was on another road, like miles away, that they were looking for him. And we told them that we didn't see him coming back or something or other. Did we?
Yeah, no.
I feel like it might have been like so. Here's the main road. We drove in and found him here.
Yeah.
He told him to walk back to the main road.
Yeah.
We've driven back up and then maybe taken an off road.
Yeah, just before you got to the road, there was a dirt one.
And when we saw the
that
group,
way,
we said, "Oh, he should be back that way," you know.
But he can't have been because that was the confusing thing.
No, you're right, because I remember we were back at the main road as well.
This stretch of road this long stretch.
Peter was his name.
Peter, that's right.
Yeah, and he's still out there.
That's what we were joking about. Like there'll be a news report about a lost Irish guy called Peter in the woods down by Mimosa Rocks National Park. Because when we came across,
that's mad. Look,
leaning
on the window is usually the sign of a seasoned dogger. Nice.
Perdsky.
Perd beer.
You're lucky Dale Bold's not in the chat to back you up and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's
seasoned dogger."
But so.
What about if you were like leaning on the window and like doing those blowfishes on the window?
That's a dead giveaway.
That's yeah, you're no longer like in the shadows. Like you're leaning on the window, but you
maybe that's how he gets off. Hey, he's like, "Oh, just go into the bush and like meet random strangers and pretend I'm lost.
Do big like gobble blowfishes on the window
and have my way with each other." Was it Ivan Milat? It wasn't Ivan. But the scary thing in my mind, the scary thing was that when we found, because we drove up that extra dirt road and we were going to look at a campsite, and then there was a tour bus. And the dude driving the bus stopped and got out and came to us. And I was like, "Oh, he must be with that guy," because he looked worried. Like, the driver looked concerned. He's like, "Oh, have you?" And then I was like, "Missing guy, Peter?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. As I just completely segued with the dog thing. You're going, yeah, definitely, yeah.
And we're like, he's way back in there, and he came out of the bush from nowhere. And the tour guide said, we were down by this beach with he said they had a little fire or something down by the beach, and he just left. He just left the party and walked into the bush by himself. And that's frightening. Like for a dude that's not Australian and not familiar with we're getting footsies underneath the desk here. I'm in, folks.
Yeah.
We got to go. For someone that's not Aussie and to be in the country, I told you I was in. We got to go see it. That's frightening. Hey, like
that is frightening.
You should see how I feel. Really scary for a dude to be out there. And we left with that guy, the tour guide, sort of going back to where we told him where we saw him, and we just assumed he'd find him, but fuck, we don't know what happened.
This is the thing, like with when you get lost and you know, like I fancy myself as like I kind of like when I go to places I'm driving or I'm walking and stuff, I have a bit of like a, you know, mental kind of recorder of the way I came in.
Yeah.
And it works a lot of the time, but then when tracks begin to like curve a lot, you can quickly lose your own sense of which way you're going.
Yeah.
And tracks can look like you think you know where you are, but they're actually in another point. You're in, you know, it's what I'm saying is it's just quite easily like the further you go, like and you know, like the more you trust yourself, you could be in trouble. Yeah.
I think the real frightening thing for me was that it's a dude that's he's not comfortable with the area. He's not aware of where he is, and the fact that the tour guide hadn't been down that way. So the tour guide obviously knows the area like the back of his hand, but he said we haven't been down there. So the guy obviously took such a bad turn to go, because he could have come back out the road that the bus was on and he would have been fine.
Yep.
But he picked the other way. Somehow he got so lost that he came out a track that they hadn't even explored yet.
Yeah.
So he was well and truly lost at that point, but he found a road.
Or just maybe not lost, but like just thinking I'm gonna go for a walk, and he's doing that sort of thing. Like, okay, I'll walk. If I don't come around to something where I can see there's a loop, I'll go back that way. You know, like
maybe lost isn't the correct word,
Yeah.
but he was definitely separated from his tour party. And as a I'm not a tour guide, but the tour guide is legally responsible for everybody, and to put that amount of pressure on a tour guide,
you're kind of like a tour guide now, like of sorts. You work in like human logistics, but you'd be.
I do transport people.
You're a character. You'd be a bit of a tour guide.
Actually, I do kind of tour guide it up. I do talk to them and say, okay, that's our full bus, folks. We're stopping off at Jamboree and then Vincentia, and my final destination will be Warrowing Heights. What a funny name, but who lives there? Warrowing Heights. I'm a little worried, but we'll get there. So if you can all put your seatbelts on and shut up, we'll be good to go. I don't say that. But...
Even just talking about this, I mean, you're an adventurer. I know you probably like especially with going into work and talking about this sort of stuff and doing what we're going to do today, it sort of like really makes me want to like just take some time and do it again soon. You know,
on a camping mission.
Yeah, camping, or just like a trip. I mean, I still haven't left the country like since before COVID. Since Hawaii, that's right. Yeah, which I kind of don't really like. It was an adventure, but it was also a little bit of a family holiday with Stay Saucity and her family.
Look at Pert's comment. Venom is the Princess Highway people trafficker. Jesus.
I don't know if that'll float with like a media catchphrase. We're gonna have to shorten that up a bit, Pertskis. Like as like a headline, like in the newspapers, it's too many letters.
It's too big.
Like the serial killer names.
Yeah.
They'd be sitting around going, "That's really good, but let's condense it."
And if you can get the word dogger in there somehow, then you've sold it.
Pertskis.
You've sold it.
Yep.
By the way, H-Man, Hendrik, we actually, for Mama's 82nd birthday on the family trip, we spent our entire weekend on the Andrick River. Andrick River. It misses the H. So if you took it, let me know, because the Hendrick River... Yeah, Andrick River.
Was that on your recent birthday?
That's
bashing?
the river that wound through the back of Narragansett. Very, very cool.
We're going to have a look at that later, because while I remember the lookout, I don't remember the town Narragansett as such. Like, I mean, we can talk about it later. And
we won't go anywhere near
and probably unbore your viewers by talking about like our own... Well, I don't know. That'd be interesting to me, because I'm into that sort of shit. But, yeah, I don't know. You steer the ship, man.
I'll steer it, but here's the deal.
I'll throw the anchor.
I'm driving down to wherever we go.
Yeah, this is the deal. It works for me too, by the way. I just want to clarify, make it clear.
He's driving
All
back.
About clarification.
I'm going to have a few beers.
Yeah.
And I might even put my board in, because if we get down to the northern end of the Narrawali Inlet, they could. Oh, we'll check the swell here. But if there's some waves, I'll be like,
chuck it in there, man. You should have it in there all the time.
I haven't got the van set up fully yet, but you'll see.
Are you gonna put like some rack or something in there? Did someone say rack?
It's got roof racks. You'll see it. I'll show it to you. Unless you're gonna drive with your eyes shut.
It's in that room, isn't it? Go van.
No, my surfboard is though. Sitting on top of the bathtub.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's cold, man.
That definitely paints a picture for the Princess Highway dogger serial killer thing. Gonna work on that name. How's it going?
He's working on it.
Yeah. What was it? Princess Highway.
People trafficker.
Yeah. Definitely with some like human trafficking involved. A little bit of yeah.
So on a different topic, Marty asked me last night about D-Live.
To marry him.
And to marry, but mainly the D-Live thing.
To marry me.
And I was trying to explain how D-Live... I guess my ultimate point of the discussion was what happened with D-Live and what was the final kind of nail in the coffin in terms of everybody going across to Kick. And I didn't mention this, but a couple of global partners on D-Live stream more than they do on D-Live. They stream more often on Kick, which is another telling tale. But I mentioned the fact that Tidy left D-Live and is now a staff member of Kick is probably the big...
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The big sign that it's all over on D-Live.
Tidy was the guy that made butt plugs.
Tidy plugs
plugs
in the Tidy Labs plug-in.
That's cool.
Yeah. But
Tidy, we're not making fun of you. We're just making fun of you. It's all right.
it's interesting trying to explain it to Marty because, like, he's been on streams, but he doesn't really. He's not a streamer, so he's not really like fully, not fluid, but yeah, it's just difficult to explain it. But what a shit show and what a disappointing turn of events that happened on DLive. I focused so much time on DLive, and it's a letdown when the site doesn't support you. The site didn't grow around. Like, streamers outgrew the website, and now there's a place called kick.com, which is sort of, it's more accommodating for streamers, and it makes streamers.
Let's hope it stays that way as well. Like, I mean, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, no, but that shit pisses me off. You know, like, because you can see even when you're talking about it, like it's fucking like a tainted experience.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
you do feel let down. It's similar to, like, I mean, if you were in a cult and your cult leaders let you down and it fell apart, like, I mean, you would feel like in just left in the wild.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't think I ever thought of it like a cult, but I can see where you're going.
It's not a cult. I'm just saying, like, as a analogy.
So those guys are the ones that got on the spaceship to Saturn, and we were left behind on Earth.
I don't know. I got to hear about that. Who's that?
Some cult? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, a random cult.
I want to join that cult.
Yeah,
I'll go to Saturn. We can go to Jupiter too.
That's too far, man.
Is it?
Yeah,
it is far, isn't it? Isn't that the 8th?
One of them's too. Any of them are too far.
Yeah.
But
should we just go and see the Titanic then?
Oh, dude, yeah. What a story, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really been up to
I've just
speed.
seen
I've been
Twitter.
Yeah.
Does anybody know? Is that assumed MH370 style? Is it missing? Like.
I think there's. I heard some, like, because the people I work around, like, are always like chatting, like, you know, sort of meaningless garb, which I love. I just don't have time for
meaningless garbage.
Yeah.
You mean the mainstream news?
Yeah, and other shit, like, and like just all sorts of stuff, which I'll partake in, but I can't with anyway. That's another story altogether, because I'm just like in and out and fucking gone, just like a zippy zappy posty, you know.
Yeah.
Got to finish. It's crammed. It's crammed, my work, but it works. Yeah, but like I think is that what someone's saying?
Hendrik said it imploded and they found it. Shit, dude.
Oh, so yeah, right.
Oh, everybody died then. Damn. Wow.
Yeah, what I heard was something along those lines. Something had happened. I knew they had limited time with their oxygen in there, and that's probably what's caused it to implode.
Yeah.
As well, like, I think without. Yeah.
How many on board? I mean, what was the total number of people that died? Like, and what they went down to
56 people in a sardine can.
56.
No, I don't know.
Bennon is to DLive what old Irish mate is to the bush. I'm not sure I follow that analogy.
Bennon.
You mean I'm lost?
To DLive what old Irish matey is to the bush.
Is that like saying I'm lost in DLive?
He's lost in DLive. Yeah. Or it's saying, like, you know. I don't know. What is that saying?
Yeah, Persky, you had a banging comment earlier with the dogging thing, but you let yourself down.
I like that it's thrown us, though.
It has thrown me.
Can you give us more of those, please?
Yeah, clarification needed.
Sometimes things don't need to be rational, you know, ever.
5 people on board. Jane says 5. They say that they died instantly on descent. So they died before they even reached the bottom? They died...
Wow.
Also,
so does that mean they were searching for dead bodies? Dumb fucks.
So they didn't even go down. They just, as soon as the thing went underwater, it all imploded and then it sank. Is that what I'm understanding? I thought they went down and they did their exploration, and then shit like turned into crap. Potsky is right. They turned to soup. Have you seen that footage of the guy opening the plane door on descent?
Nah,
dude.
Nah.
Check this shit out.
The internet's wild. Hey.
I'll go to.
I reckon all these people know the internet. They'd be like,
I gotta bring up a new.
I like that. Turned from human to soup in about a millisecond.
Guy opens plane door. Dude, this is frightening.
I'd like to watch that video. It's just that's a healthy caption. Australians told us not to go to Canberra, and we did.
Oh, I didn't.
Some tourists.
Was that on the page that just popped up beforehand?
Yeah. There it is with the yellow text.
All right,
underneath.
We'll check that out as well. But let's just check this first.
Yeah.
Check this out, man.
Good morning again. Yeah, this was an Oceania Airlines plane with 194 people on board. And let's go ahead and go right to the video now because it's just unbelievable. Because police there in South Korea say a 33-year-old passenger opened the emergency exit door about 850 feet above ground right after the pilot made that routine announcement that the plane was about to land. Now, the passenger, we're told, was traveling alone. Police have not said why he did it, but they did say there were no signs he'd been drinking. Now, once the plane landed safely, 12 people were taken to the hospital for respiratory issues. Now, the passenger was arrested, of course.
No shit. Convicted. Of course he'd been drinking. Who opens a plane door when you're on board a plane? Like, there's no indication he'd been drinking. What's wrong with him then? Sitting there, oh, this flight's boring. Oh, there's a door, I might open it. What the hell?
Yeah, I'd heard of that. I don't really. Yeah, I think you get. I don't watch the news, and like while I'm on the line, you get things, but you get them in snippets, and because it's good to be able to, just I don't know, not be as like exposed to all this fucking drab news all the time. I think
Do you know what would have stopped that from happening? In a train, sticker says, "Train doors lock while train is in motion." You'd think that the plane doors would lock while plane is flying. That would be... And I know that they've got to be able to be unlocked in the event of an emergency, but they've got them locked in trains and they unlock...
Why the fuck can somebody open a...
how can you just...
Like, in today's world, you'd think there'd be some sort of passcode that opens the door that changes every flight, And like the people who are in charge of opening the doors are only going to open it when it lands, when it's close it before it takes off, open it before as it lands.
Yeah.
So you just check the code or whatever, and I don't know,
bizarre.
Man.
What's this other video you saw?
Weird. Yeah,
Michael Cusack.
I resonate.
Oh, Friendly Geordies. I'll probably get a copyright. No, let's try it anyway. Who cares?
Is that the Siggy Butt Brain?
No.
We are in Wollongong, so I'm more scared than I normally am. I'm an agoraphobic at the best of times, but this is Sydney Junior, and it is Sydney Junior for a reason. But fortunately, I have myself a wizened guide, and that is our good friend Michael Cusack, creator of Koala Man, and of course everyone's favourite cartoon, Siggy Butt Brain.
You got nothing fucking Siggy Butts up there now. You got a Siggy Butt Brain.
Game on Darren.
I'm just talking about whatever you want.
But welcome to Wollongong. Welcome.
Thank you.
Here we are at Dicey Riley's.
Not far from where we are here.
Probably it's not your hippest bar, pub, but it's the funnest. It's probably the best. Cheapest beer too, I reckon. So,
funnest?
Funnest as in like peace of mind fun. It's like you're sitting there and it's no music and just like, oh, this is fun.
That is the Australian version of a Buddhist temple, isn't it? Just
what bar is
where
it?
you can only get beers and a lot of gambling.
Yes, you need 400 screens with the dog races and the horses and everything Like that's the only way I can enjoy a beer.
A bunch of games that you're not betting on.
Yes.
But then you might be betting on.
I got a few games going on sports bet, but forget about it. I'll make up my money on the
By the way,
later.
This is the point of the stream where Marty and I just watch shit. And we probably won't go for too long because we want to go out and explore.
Yeah.
But we'll watch this. It's 25 minutes long though. But you want to watch it? I'm keen to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, even know what it is we're watching. I know they're in Wollongong, and what was the
premise? Is they go into Canberra or something?
No, this is a different one.
Oh.
This is the one you clicked on. Yeah, this is
shit!
Canberra thing.
Isn't this what you said to watch?
No, Australia's best worst city. It's called. I suppose it's like
this
somebody
one here.
just commentating on.
Shit, my bad, dude. I'm sorry.
It might be better than.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I clicked the right one.
This though. This is 14 minutes.
That's better.
Jesus, coffee promotion. I feel like a coffee now.
All right, let's just stop for a second.
Oh wow.
Let me have a little rant about that section. What the fuck is with YouTubers? And I've done this with coffee and getting that stupid shot of the coffee coming towards people.
Yeah, get original. If you like just copying one another, like I mean,
I'm over it. I'm over this
on trend videography.
Here's the coffee and here's the vision of the coffee coming into the thing. Yeah, okay. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I've done it. Everyone's done it. We get it. You don't have to do it all the time.
His girlfriend's really cute though.
More of her and less of the coffee, man. More of her.
Like it. Yeah.
Look, they're so stupid.
Wait, that's my hand.
Look how he's Look how he's.
What's my hand doing there?
That is your hand, isn't it?
Someone's taken. That's my hand. It's my hand. Oh, no.
Put a coffee in it.
No, way less freckles.
It is a bit stumpy like yours, though.
They can't see it that way. But
nah.
Did the guys see this on the stream, or is it?
They see that
this video.
Now they do. Yeah,
they're watching. Right.
And then we're in a little small box.
It's definitely not my hand, but that guy's he smokes too many ciggies. There's some mad yellow stains going on.
What a stupid
Siggy butt brain.
Thank you.
Oh, Mrs. Siggy butt brain.
Good morning, everybody.
From Canberra.
All right, and so he's not looking at the camera. So this is going to shit me, but he's one of those vloggers that looks at the screen next to the camera and tries to talk to you like, "Oh, good morning. It's really nice to be here."
He's too busy looking at himself.
He should be looking there, but he's looking. Fucking irritates the shit out of me. Potsky, have you guys seen old Russian mate holding out in the demountable at the rejected embassy site? No, I have not. If you got a link it up.
We're in Australia's capital.
Yeah, when we finished the hike
I was just
and
gonna
the
say, where do you
last
think these
video,
guys are from?
we drove straight to Canberra, which was about just under a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago. And today we're going to
Canadians
explore a little bit of Canberra. A lot of people that watch our videos, particularly Australians, have told us that Canberra is, I don't know, it's the least recommended major city in Australia.
It's a shithole.
But we wanted to come here and actually experience it for ourselves. We're here at this waterfront, which is actually very beautiful.
He just said we're at this waterfront. I'd say he's Canadian.
Yeah, I think Canadian, but I'm not really good at differentiating between them and Americans to begin with.
Okay. Jet of water, like a huge water feature in front of us, which is kind of cool. And behind us, there's a bunch of flags.
So I think there's 101 flags representing all the nations that have presence in Canberra. And it's really cool. It's super colorful, and there's a ton of people out and about.
Thanks,
a lot of
Potsky. I got
dogs,
it.
And
She's super colorful.
Canberra has a very relaxed vibe to it. I don't know how well this is going to translate on video today, but we're going to do our best to show you guys, and we're going to make our own minds up.
Also, don't say guys. We're in Canberra, guys, and I'm going to show it to you guys. So just don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys.
Is this what Bernard does? He just critiques videos like as you watch them? Is this what he does? Like he stops?
See, this is Marty not understanding how this works.
Yeah.
You have to critique, otherwise you can get dinged for not being transformative. Because otherwise I'm just playing their content.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, fair enough. So
I'm being transformative.
So we do have to stop and like talk about like her hair and like he's like looking at
Absolutely. What's your take? What's her hair like? Give me a critique.
I love it. That amber brown readiness and the curls. Yeah, it's just she's a real cute girl. And if you know, if this hasn't worked out, your thing with your boyfriend, call me.
All right. Now we're getting to that creepy vibe.
Yeah, you can say that. Like it's like I can say she's hot. Yeah, shit, he's good looking too. But I'm like looks a bit like you actually. Strangely, like a bit of a ginger version.
You think he looks a little like me?
Yeah. Nah, nothing like.
I mean, I can kind of see it.
About Australia's capital.
Oh wait, he said about. Was that a boot or about?
You guys,
it was about.
And we're gonna make our own minds up about Australia.
He's American, then. He didn't say a boot. He's American, not Canadian.
Oh, a boot.
We're gonna make our own minds up about a boat.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd say they're separate.
Capital.
Americans.
Is it creepy to say like she's hot? Oh.
Not really.
I'm not gonna
So
stop
our hotel's
you.
about an hour walk from here. So we've covered a little bit of the city, and I think my first impression of Canberra is that it feels like the adult version of a nice college campus. There's a lot of people in casual clothes.
That's unique.
Mm.
The whole city reminds me of a college campus. Look at her expression. She's just like, I'm out of here.
Looks like the wind just took her away. Hey.
Yeah. Watch out.
There's some truth in that comment though as well. Like that's pretty clever, crafty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've switched. You call me if it doesn't work out, you know? Yeah.
Walking dogs.
Mm-hmm. A lot of open space.
Yeah, from what we've seen, like the whole city kind of feels like a giant park with buildings in the middle, like dotted all throughout it. It's kind of like a college campus.
Yeah.
Like tons of green space. A lot of people like just enjoying recreation, but
It's
also
true, if
people
we
that
knew
are
what a
clearly
college looked
walking or cycling.
Well, think
to work.
University.
Think about a uni campus. University, college, same deal, but frat houses where people exist and study. But that's funny because down there is where all of our political decisions are made.
Mm-hmm. Incorrect, yeah.
So they're saying that it looks like
It sounded like I said incorrect, but yes, correct.
So a uni or a campus, it reminds them of the place where all the critical decisions are made in Australia.
They refer to them as like administrative capitals, you know, like, or administrative precincts, you know, like in different countries. It is like where all the international diplomats and, you know, politicians, government people are. It's like really on a sort of broad scale of Canberra, it is like a big slab of concrete and buildings and stuff, but it's like, check out the like foreshore on the other side of the river. Like that's like the natural beauty that exists around there is incredible. And I mean, I visit Canberra probably like once a year on average or something or other. I've got some family down there, which I hate. And I hate the family, not Canberra.
Shit.
No, I don't hate them. But when I go there, it's not necessarily to see them, you know. Like, but I go down there for other reasons. And it's cool. Like just walking around like suburban streets. I like the ghost town feel about it.
Yeah,
it's really like empty and there's no cars in driveways. It looks like apocalypse, you know, has just forgotten this town. It's not decaying.
Even the apocalypse forgets it.
It's thriving with no one in it.
By the way, random trivia, dude, there's a town called Sassafras which is between here and Nerriga. And I was researching it on this holiday weekend we just went on, and it was pitched as the nation's capital at one point. There was a race to determine where Canberra would wind up, where the nation's capital would be, and Sassafras was pitched as one of, I think, 6 places.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it's the nothing town. If it had have wound up there, it would make Canberra look like Canberra is a thriving metropolis. Sassafras is like...
Sounds better.
It's got a better sound to their name, but nothing there at all. Like, I mean, obviously they would have built it up and done their thing, but I thought that was interesting that's how they just picked these places. Because Canberra is next to nothing. Like, there's nothing there.
This depends.
What was that noise?
Yeah. Well, I go there.
Somebody clip that.
Occasionally, like, but this is also.
That was a great
it's
noise.
not for everybody, but like, I mean, there's a lot of like, you know,
sorry, man.
There's a lot of like galleries, like big galleries and museums and things there, and like. I don't think there's much of an art scene there. There could be. I could be well wrong, but like it is where a lot of exhibitions go. And like, I mean, I'm gonna go in. Like, there's an exhibition starting next month, which is a photography exhibition and a pretty sort of like, it's known. Like, it's not why I'm going. I'm going because I like it. But yeah, it's so like a trip to Canberra to see something that you're into is like, fuck, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll drive for 3 hours and maybe stay overnight. You know,
fair enough.
Yeah, I don't need to get into what it is, but I'm happy to.
Does it involve dogging?
There might be some. There's lots of like beautiful open air car parks in Canberra. Yeah.
Okay, good
to know. Try that blowfish thing.
Shit.
Get some foggy windows.
All right, what's the first thing on the agenda?
So the museums in Canberra are free. So we're gonna check some of those out.
A lot of people told us to rent a bike or an e-bike, but it's really difficult to film these videos. Oh, ow.
No.
Well, this is quite unpleasant.
I'm so sorry. I was balancing the coffee on top of my camera. That's probably not a good
do
thing,
that.
Yeah. Can we just hit pause and just like, that's a dumb.
That is a dumb move.
Balancing, like, you clearly. No, I'm sorry. You shouldn't even be in possession of a camera if you like,
coffee on top of my camera.
Yeah, don't
like
do that.
You can be reckless with your camera and chuck it down. Like, I know you're pretty like, like, you know, lens here, lens that. Put a coffee on it. Like, it's like resting it on the edge of that thing, like thinking like on a high wind, like it's not going to blow in.
Does she get away with it?
I'll just dunk it in the Burley Griffith Lake or whatever it's called. You know, like.
Does she get away with it because she's cute?
No, not at all. Not at all. She's still cute, but she's just like. Sorry, you're not worthy of the camera. Yeah, respect the camera.
Yeah, interesting.
Which probably is not a good thing, but are your feet warm now? This is not how I imagined we'd start our day.
Water's the same color as the coffee.
A lot of things on me.
I'm so sorry. How would you rate the water in Canberra?
It's better than the hot coffee on your feet.
Oh,
coffee actually tastes good.
I love you.
I love you
He's
too.
what he really means is better than the hot coffee on my foot.
That's what he.
The coffee's pretty good. Really.
The walk away from frame shot. Those are nice colours.
She'd look really good there, you know, like just in a she suits with her hair and her jumper. That's what I'm saying. Autumnal colours. Autumnal.
That's cool.
The National Gallery of Australia. It's very big and impressive.
What were they pointing at? They're pointing past it.
So this is where I'm going, the National Gallery.
Wait, are you going to the gallery or the airspace above it where they're pointing to?
The gallery. Yeah.
National Gallery of Australia. It's very big and impressive.
Pepe.
According to the internet, it's supposed to be the premier gallery in the entire country.
And it's free. That's so cool. I love that.
We're going to check it out. But
Say again.
Victoria, NGV, National Gallery of Victoria. Why do they call the state one the National Gallery of Victoria? The bizarre.
But fair warning, based on experience, places like these usually tell us to put our cameras away as soon as they see them, especially the microphones for some reason.
Yeah.
We'll keep you updated on what happens.
It's cool that they're going to do it anyway.
They look. These two are pretty well suited together. Hey.
Exactly what we thought was going to happen.
I hope it works out for them.
But it was really nice for us just to kind of walk around the gallery, just the two of us, and enjoy all the art.
It was a nice gallery. A lot of the exhibitions were closed, but
They don't look like a couple that one of them said, "Hey, I want to start vlogging," and the other one went, "Oh, really? I don't want to be in that." They look like, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that."
Yeah.
They're both in on it.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, there's no awkwardness. They're both awkward together.
They need like a couple of spoons of charisma though. The both of them individually.
I reckon
They got good chemistry there. But I mean, are they a couple?
I mean, assumably.
Are they a couple?
They both said they love each other.
You don't have to really.
Yeah.
I missed
you
that.
Missed that.
She says I missed the declaration of love.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's not important, but they did say it.
Oh, yeah, they're a couple.
They're the most important words ever, but they did say it.
No, those words, by the way, they're not the most important.
By the way, I got that link out, Pertsky. We'll check it after this.
even with those being closed, it was still a nicer gallery than...
It's the actions around the words. It's the pelvic thrusts and the arms around.
And by the way...
And the gestures. Yeah, sure. Do you want to get another cup of tea, darling? Yeah, sure.
I think they might be brother and sister. Oh, shit.
Wow.
Nah, not at all,
really?
Man. Well, I think actually their noses look very similar in that shot.
Truce.
Nah, they can't be related, dude. That would be weird. That's weird. If they're related, that's weird. No, they don't give off related vibes.
I'd dog that shit.
But by the way, look at that smirk that they've both got. They're a good-looking smirking couple. Like
they're both good-looking faces. Like I mean, yeah, for TV. No one would ever say that about us.
Right there, she's got a smirk that says to me, "This place is a shithole, but we're trying to make this video enticing, but this place sucks."
I absolutely love when you freeze screen on video, like whether you're watching like a movie or whatever, like stream, and you just get this moment, like it's on for a while, you go get your tea or whatever you're doing, and you come back and you go, "Ha!
Yeah.
Look at that!
Yeah,
it's good." I had my lecturer the other day, and he's already a little bit creepy looking. He does these things, and I'd frozen him. He uses his hands a lot, and he was like this, and I was like, "Man, you look like an actor off a TV show, The Young Ones I've seen ages ago, slightly resembling this actor, but you look like Coleman, the serial killer that's coming to strangle your babies." And I was like, "Fuck, this is mad."
You told your lecturer that?
No, I screenshotted it though, and I shared it with Julie. Yeah, me Julie, and it's I will tell Coleman. I think I haven't met him. Well, I haven't met him. He lives in Ireland, but he's an
online lecturer.
Yeah. He's like the main kind of like presenter in these video tutorials. But I will message him and say, "Coleman, you look a lot like this guy from The Young Ones. You should know that because that was made in England next door to you."
Yeah.
And question is non-UX related, but do you strangle babies?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, we've paid more than that to go in galleries that weren't as nice. Yeah. Now...
Do you strangle babies? Only on the weekends.
It's the old Parliament building back here.
And if you notice, there are tents in front of it. This is actually the longest standing protest for Indigenous people's rights in the entire world. It's a permanent protest site where they are fighting for better political rights for Indigenous people and Aborigines in Australia.
This tent's been here since the 90s?
The 70s, I think.
The 70s,
Jesus.
wow.
Yeah.
That's probably the most interesting feature of this area.
Yeah.
That's the most interesting feature? Tents that have been since the 70s?
This city has such a vast, gargantuan vibe to it. Apparently 70% of it is open space. An American actually planned Canberra back in the day, and it's Australia's only major city that was completely planned from the ground up. The coolest part so far, I think, is that there's hardly any cars. So you can jaywalk wherever you want.
You go into suburbia as well.
Tia never jaywalked until Southeast Asia, and now she just jaywalks all over the place.
Gives me a rush.
Oh my god.
It's funny, jaywalking just isn't a thing in Australia. Hey, like anyone can do it anywhere.
No one even calls it that, eh? It's just like, don't cross the, you should be crossing out the lights.
Yeah, nobody cares. Eh?
That's like a big, large, long black.
Long black pole. Embarrassing Tia in public.
She just likes the large, long black, like in the bedroom.
Do you guys remember the flashing cube? That was cool. I don't remember a flashing cube.
I think I do. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Canberra is a vibrant place. Like, man, when you look at it, there's
This is
parts
the
of it.
CBD. It's definitely quieter than a lot of the CBDs we've been to, but it's also Sunday afternoon. And
Oh, they've hit it at the most dead time it could ever be. Hey?
Yeah, but Canberra's dead, full stop. Yeah. There's a section like I always forget the names of them. There's all these like sort of suburbs there. Civic is like near the city there.
Yeah.
But there's a section that they've really kind of done up, and there's a lot of places like to eat and drink.
Oh, it's
like,
been gentrified.
It's been gentrified. It was just being like vibrantized, you know. Like it's you can see there's nothing much to it before. I don't know what it was before, but like it's become a precinct, I guess, for you know, like it's not just food and stuff. You'll have like some like little shops of interest to people, you know, like I mean, but there's a section there where you can actually, like, you're not allowed to drink in public, right?
No. That's
some places you can, but there's this like little section of some benches, and it's pretty ordinary in its look, but you can buy a drink from the bottle shop, which is right there, and drink it outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
I don't know. It's just kind of like, it feels like it feels a little bit like liberated from all the bullshit that whole area, you know.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I'm getting shitty part of town vibes on South Park. A place that was a dump that is now like popping off with like cool artisms.
Yeah, there's vibrancy, and you see that sort of stuff street up. But there's like my absolute favorite beer, which is Ben Spoke. Their brewery's right there. There's like there's a cool little tequila bar. There's like all these places to eat.
Okay.
Which also they kind of embrace al fresco, so it's kind of spilling outside. Okay. What they should really do is at night cut like car access so it's just all pedestrianized. Okay. That would be fucking cool. And then have like some performers and shit. That'd be mad.
Is that because there's one car will get in the way?
A lot of Canberra doesn't have a lot of color. For the CBD, it seems like they made an active effort to put bursts of color everywhere. And I really like that.
We're looking for food.
I like that, Marty.
This cafe back here has really good looking gelato, but I'm gonna try and eat something first.
This is not the area.
Look at the size of this pho.
Oh my god.
It's not that big.
Australia has the best Asian food.
What? Yeah. $30 for one, or that's $30 for two, right?
Did they say $30?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it'd be $30 for two for sure.
Fucking oath, dude. Yeah. Otherwise, you're getting ripped off there.
Stop. Fuck. $1.50 in Vietnam.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
Australia has the best Asian food.
Yeah, that's
besides Asia. I don't expect this to be better than actual Vietnam.
No, and I do love that in Australia, it seems like there's just so many different kinds of Asian food on every single corner. There's so many different cultures. I love that.
Yeah, very multicultural place.
You know what's annoying me about that shot? Take your backpack off, buddy.
Yeah, that's killing
You're dining.
me.
Get your backpack off.
That's killing me.
Also, I'm not really going for the headband vibe he's got cranked there.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's not working for me. Sorry, buddy.
Let your hair out, man.
Yeah.
Let your hair out. You too, lady. It was out before.
She's got that permanent smirk, though, so she's all right. Hey, she's got a smirk all the time.
She's cute, hey?
That's a cute smirk, yeah. She's like, are we gonna, can we just eat, or are we gonna vlog it? No,
but they can't look each other in the eye. Look.
Not there, because his eyes are shut.
They can't look each other in the eye.
That's an unfortunate freeze frame.
This is a moment in relationships, when you can look each other in the eye.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming they do that, but oh, you mean right now, us? Oh shit, us. Awkward silence. I let that roll.
I like how peaceful it is here. It's very laid back.
It has a very laid back vibe to it.
It's pretty cheap too, in comparison. Like a hotel is really cheap.
Yeah, it is actually. It feels a lot more affordable than all the other major cities we've been to in Australia so far.
Why don't you just get camp?
One thing I've noticed in Australia, I have never seen a more fierce amount of city or interstate rivalry before in my life. It seems like it's ultimately in good nature, but every time we enter a new area, there's so many people commenting on the videos being like, oh, good luck there, the place isn't as good.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
God, so good.
Miss Bako.
Highly recommended.
The broth is really flavorful. That's excellent.
So good, I couldn't even take my backpack off.
Yeah, dude, listen up a little.
Can I have a single scoop of mango?
Mango? Yeah, do you want to go first? Like one
It is cheap. I saw one the other day that was like $6,
I have not had ice cream in
$7.
forever.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a cone with mango gelato.
Look how awkward that is. That he's awkward.
That's a good phrase, guys. Both of them.
You can tell that it's awkward because the angle is up, so that means the camera's lower. So he's not comfortable putting the camera out and up because he's in public, but so he'll do it on a low angle. It's like, oh, I'm doing it down.
Maybe that's what embarrasses her. When she was walking across the bridge.
That's right. I think he's more comfortable, but she's not. And if you go back to this frame here,
it's definitely his project, right?
That shot there, that's incognito filming. He's got his camera on, he's just holding it to get the shot.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to get the shot telling you how we bought the ice cream, but I don't want to go in there and film. So he's doing it slyly.
Oh, to be away from this, like, to not disturb, like, and bother the person that's selling it.
The server doesn't know he's being filmed.
But incognito viewing is cool. It's just shoot from the hip type stuff, yeah. And
but more than likely in Australia, the ice cream dude would be like, no, you can film here. It's all cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit more candid as well.
Do you want to go first? Like one
I have not had ice cream in forever.
What'd you get?
I got a...
She's like, I don't want you to film this bit because there's people around. He's like, oh, I'll go from the low angle. They won't even know. Get the shot. Get the shot.
Look at his face. He's like holding his breath.
Mango gelato. And let's see.
Or sorbet?
Oh, a sorbet. Oh my god. That tastes like actual mangoes.
That place must be famous because it had like enough people there where you know that it has a reputation.
And there's no one around. What are you talking about?
It's the busiest spot in this entire city. I love that.
We got to power walk out of here to the next destination.
But we'll stop and film.
We're running out of time.
We're out of time, but we'll also do these shots. Classic vlogger, hey.
Or filler. Filler like, from yesterday.
We got a flight to make. It's only in half an hour from now, and then you'll see 7 shots of them walking to the flight, getting their bags checked in. It's like, you can't have been that type of time if you could do all this filming. I'm all over you fucking vloggers. Because I am one. Whoa. 3 cameras? I'm assuming that's a GoPro on the end of the selfie stick and 2 other cameras? Okay. Rocking hard. Persky, I'd imagine people would be sensitive to cameras given Canberra is powered by extramarital affairs. Fair enough.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The memorial's last post ceremony will begin in a few minutes. Please feel free to take photographs or film the service
What is this? Anzac Day Memorial?
No, it's just a war memorial.
They do this daily?
Don't know.
It's a long way to the top. I can't not think of Akadaka when I hear the bagpipes.
Yeah.
Hey. Riding down the highway.
Yeah.
I'm back in black. I'm a problem child.
I don't think there's any bagpipes in Back in Black.
Doesn't have to be.
But you get the feeling, don't you, that there's a bagpipe nearby.
They do it daily. Okay.
Oh, cool. This is the Australian living in German.
Yeah, Pertsky. Yeah, lives
in German. Pertsky.
Okay, we meant to explain what it was before it happened, but we got there like 3 minutes before it started, and we thought it would have been really, really disrespectful.
By the way, this is classical vlogger.
Shit footage.
No. It's not. It's not the fact that it's like, okay, so we just showed you content. We didn't talk about it. Now we're going to shoot a scene that looks like they've obviously opened their car up, put the camera in, turned it on, then closed it up, and then opened it again for the shot. It's all to get this story told.
Yeah, narrative.
Whereas,
right. and we've just been right?
The narrative,
an explanation.
Yeah.
Hello.
It would work without this piece. I feel like they could have just left the scenes in, and then we, the viewer, would be able to sort of work it out ourselves. But instead, we have this very Casey Neistat approach to telling it, and then intersplicing it. I bet they put footage that they didn't put in that little bit before over the top of this, and I love critiquing that shit. That's all.
Yeah, it's fun. You're into it. So am I.
The problem is,
happy for you.
The problem is everybody's just copying everybody else, whereas I want to see something more original on YouTube. And that's, by the way, that's an unfortunate freeze frame, isn't it?
So she sat on one of what's that guy's name? The guy that does the butt plugs.
Oh, Tidy.
Tidy, yeah.
Tidy.
She sat on a Tidy butt plug.
The plug-in's working.
Yeah, he's when they set up the camera, he set up the plug.
By the way, look at that. Look at that light. What's the light doing behind there? That's weird.
It is weird.
Is that just a frame that's like that? Oh no, it's just the way that the light comes out. That's bizarre.
Yeah, it's just that.
It's quite artistic, actually. It's like a UFO landing or something.
Yeah, it's just like a strip or a square on the roof, right? And it's got that kind of illumination.
Yeah.
Flare that's like brewing. I know how to do it.
Okay, we meant to explain what it was before it happened, but we got there like 3 minutes before it started, and we thought it would have been really, really disrespectful to talk while the ceremony was going.
So that was the Australian War Memorial, and we went to the last post ceremony, which happens every single day.
What you got?
It's like, that's good. Like what he just said, like to just listen and observe and see what's going on. You're not really going to get much by talking to someone else that's watching it, right? Yeah. I think a lot of Australians would just be like, I mean, the opposite as well, though. From what I've noticed when you go out to things, people are fucking talking all the time. Even like, you go to the cinema, people are on their phones.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. That's the height of
shit.
Arrogance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucked. Oh shit. I'm swearing a lot.
You can swear. You can swear.
Oh, great. I fucking love swearing.
I fucking wish you wouldn't so much, man.
I think the memorial and the ceremony commemorates all wars in general and people that fell in those wars. Mm-hmm. This one was commemorating a soldier that had fallen in World War I.
The clumsy soldiers.
And I got shot.
Yeah, I think every day they do.
The tale of the clumsy soldier.
Fell over and choked on their rifle.
I find these. It's interesting. It's definitely worth going to.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. Yeah. We're in the car now though, so obviously.
Why are they going to tell us that? Oh, I didn't know you were in the car. Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Is that maybe the thing of like pointing out the obvious?
Is that too harsh a criticism?
Yeah.
That's a great freeze frame though. We're in the car now.
There's one more thing.
Don't do that. Don't do the one more. You're not Steve Jobs. I'm too harsh.
Is that what he does?
Well, Steve Jobs was famous for making in the keynote announcements, there's one more thing, and then they cut to the greatest product ever. and he made that one more thing kind of famous.
Mm.
I don't know why YouTubers do it, but now they're going to dog.
Yep.
Pertsky, Canberra dogging.
Skinny dipping.
Look in the chat.
Yeah.
I swear I said that before you typed that, Pertsky.
Oh, they were thinking it at the same time.
Yeah.
You guys must go dogging a lot.
Oh, that's great.
It's a night walk. What are you guys doing?
Fireworks? They bought some fireworks.
Fuck, that's a view, man.
I've never been up there.
That's not bad. Yeah. This is where. I reckon they're setting up to do some night fucking, you know, with the lights, the city lights. It's their thing. It's what they're into.
Great doggers think alike.
I guess what are we actually getting to here? Fucking hell, like.
That was a pretty cool view, honestly.
This is really nice.
Wait.
Like,
Why was there?
It's their thing.
Why was there a lighthouse there?
Yeah, that just killed.
There's nowhere.
It's just like that was unnecessary. Like the night shots are good with the moon and stuff. The other one was enough, but this is all about like the city night lights. You know, take away.
But hang on.
That's a light, yeah, but fuck it off. Like,
but a lighthouse inland. What are the ships that are going to be?
Is this where that pencil thing is in the sky? Where the hell are you? You know that thing that sticks up in Canberra? It sits on a hill somewhere. I don't know what they call it. It's some shit. But where the hell? Where the bloody hell are you?
I reckon you're right. Well,
come on.
The Space Needle, the Seattle Space Needle in Canberra.
I think it's just Purden Hendricks and a dash of Jane AZ.
Do you guys know?
Any of you guys know where they are before it's revealed?
Cool view, honestly.
This is really nice.
It's like 360 of the whole city of Canberra.
Mm-hmm.
Telstra Tower.
Mount Ainslie.
It's a small mountain. It's kind of a hill.
Yeah.
It served its purpose. It's a nice view up here for sure, and it's full moon tonight, or at least a very bright moon. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa! Did you see that wink?
Yeah, it's their thing. They go out for the full moon yeah.
By the way, that's a great shot. But look at the wink she gives him.
Moon.
She's gorgeous.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That little wink says you're getting some later, boy.
Or maybe now. Like I reckon that's their thing. They go out. They're not doggers.
Nah.
They're just public rooters.
Okay.
Over the night lights.
They're
pretty fucking cool.
If these yahoos end up
I'm
seeing
down for that
this,
shit.
They might be upset with that comment, but you know, Marty touching my knee still. And,
with his Boston Red Sox.
Fuck Telstra. In my day, it was a telecom tower. Okay.
Telecom tower.
Announcement.
Yeah. Fuck
It is
Telstra.
time to announce the winner of our postcard that I drew from Melbourne. So we had all of the comments that were on that video, and we ran it through a YouTube comment picker generator. And the winner of that postcard is Greg McKellar.
Congrats, Greg.
We wrote it on here, and you can't see it because it's too dark.
Greg McKellar.
See the focus.
If that's
you
you,
shouldn't have a camera.
either shoot us an email or reach out to us on Instagram, and we'll get your address and we'll send the postcard out to you. Also, the postcard,
Greg.
Tia drew it, so that's why we can't show it, but somewhere up on the screen
We'll show it.
we'll do a little pop-up.
That's
and then
art.
all of our postcard.
Oh, it's her
I've already
drawing.
gotten that postcard.
Cool.
Oh, that's
thoughts
cool.
on Canberra. I
It's just like generated.
think it was
YouTube
better than I was
tram
expecting
generator?
it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a much quieter, more sterile city than some of the other ones we've been to.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a bad
Interesting
thing
choice
though.
of
Like,
word.
if you like to be outdoors, the amount of parks here and just open green space is insane. There's a ton of free museums and galleries, which we're going to take some time exploring, but not on camera because that didn't work out too well today. It's not bad though. I'm not going to say Canberra's my favorite city in Australia, but it's not like
Elbow
this
bumps.
Marty and Ben are affectionate brothers. No snide comments in the chat. Jesus.
desolate wasteland that I think some people told us that it was going to be. Yeah, give Canberra a shot if you come to Australia.
Yeah, and if you like walking, we walked
12 miles.
yeah, it's a lot. We still have jelly legs from the mountain hike, so tomorrow's gonna be rough.
All right, you guys, thanks for coming with us today, and see you guys in the next one.
Well, there you go, folks.
Okay, yeah. What do you thoughts?
We don't have to watch
Bloopers.
bloopers, but
No.
I will tell you what I'll do. I will give you in the chat.
There wasn't enough humour in that for the bloopers to be any good, I thought. Yeah. Go on.
That's their channel.
You go, Benon.
If you guys want to follow along with, what are they called? One Pack Wanderers. Go ahead. I've given them some love there in the chat. Look like they're in Australia. That was posted 2 weeks ago. Maybe they want to come and hang out and do a little vlog action with Marty and I. We'll teach them a thing or two. But
maybe they're in Canberra today. If they were in Canberra, when was it?
Yeah,
12 days ago. They'd only if they walked here from Canberra.
they could be walking. They said that they
One
walked
Pack Wanderers. Yeah.
When they said, well, I got this link. Hang on a sec. Where's this link from Pertsky? I've already copied something else over it. Hang on a sec. I'll grab it out again. Old Russian mate holding out in the demountables. Copy that link.
Copy that.
Wait.
Copy that dispatch.
Copy link. And we're going to check out whatever this is, Pertsky. Yeah. Old mate. How to stop wearing layers. What is this? Pertsky.
Once you've seen Questacon and the brothels, that is it.
Putin's regime is defying new laws enacted to evict the Russian Federation from a Canberra site close to Parliament House. Live to Olivia Casely. Olivia, good morning to you. So we've got a squatter there. It's sparked an extraordinary diplomatic standoff.
It's a dramatic turn of events, Pete, that all started last Thursday when the Prime Minister called a snap press conference to announce he was introducing...
That is not the link? I just copied your link, dude. I just copied the thing that you posted in the chat. Maybe I didn't copy it correctly. Copy link address.
No, but they're talking about what he's mentioned there, the Russian matey.
No, but he
diplomatic
said
standoff as Russian squats near Parliament House in Canberra.
He said that's not the link, so he just posted it in. Okay, here we go. For some reason,
Putin's regime
there's a
is
demountable.
defying new laws enacted to evict the Russian Federation from a Canberra site close to Parliament House. Live to Olivia Casely. Olivia, good morning to you. So
this is the link.
Squatter there.
It's the same link. By the way, she's cute, but it's the same link, dude. The other thing wasn't. Okay.
Extraordinary diplomatic standoff.
What?
It's a dramatic turn of events, Pete, that all started last Thursday when the Prime Minister called a snap press conference to announce he was introducing emergency legislation to essentially block Russia from using an embassy site hundreds of metres from Parliament House. Now, that bill sailed through Parliament. It did have bipartisan support over concerns of national security. Now, ultimately, that latest twist in the saga, though, is that Russia is refusing to leave, and there's a Russian diplomat illegally squatting at the site. And I can show you some live pictures from there now. He's under the watch of Australian Federal Police, but
he's just there on Facebook going, having a great time in Australia.
Yeah.
Send vodka.
Send vodka, yeah.
Refusing to leave and has been
spy work is going
to be
well.
arrested because he does have diplomatic immunity. This man is technically trespassing, though. You can see him there. He's in this box that's been erected on site.
It's just his jacket standing on a stand.
Yeah, that could just be
it's just a stand.
He's been receiving food deliveries at the door. And
he's having a great time.
Yeah, but ultimately
it's a standoff.
He's staying put. I'm going to show you a video now taken by the Australians, Rhiannon Down. She had an interesting interaction with him, let's say.
Are you from Russia, sir? Do you work at the embassy? Sir?
She's going to get
hello?
chased out by the magpie.
Yes, sorry, who are you? What's your name?
Who? Now I checked out this embassy.
What sort of interaction was that?
That was a
big... like an interesting interaction. That's all you guys had.
That's it?
That's shit.
That's lame.
It's funny that you yeah.
So he didn't say, so the guy didn't say anything.
Nothing.
And she filmed him, basically.
Yeah.
There's nothing to that.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
That's a stupid story.
Flagpole above Parliament House very clearly from the site. Now, the Russian Federation is expected to launch unprecedented legal action in coming days to challenge
blah, 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 blah. I got one for you. Check this out.
Yeah. Okay.
What's this? I got two. Okay. Hendrik, you'll know this one. Check this out, man.
Oh!
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, Mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
It's so close to the Titanic fucking submersible thing.
I got another one along the same lines. This is another one. This is another one. This is really funny. Hey?
This is not a pipe.
Oh, that's not it, dude. That's not it. Yeah, this is it here.
Again, this is the USS Montana requesting that you immediately divert your course 15 degrees to the north to avoid a collision. Over.
Please divert your course 15 degrees to the south to avoid collision.
This is Captain Hancock. You will divert your course. Over.
Negative, Captain. I'm not moving anything. Change your course. Over.
So, this is the USS Montana, the second largest vessel in the North Atlantic Fleet. You will change course 15 degrees north, or I will be forced to take measures to ensure the safety of this ship. Over.
This is a lighthouse, mate. It's your call. Hello, Captain.
That's good. That's fucking good. That's good.
What have you got, Pertsky? We'll take one more, but then Marty and I are going to get outside.
This is a lighthouse, mate.
Yeah, your call. That's funny. Eh?
Oh, man.
What have we got here?
What the hell? Where are all these things like German, Northern Heads? Hendrix is up in Queensland today. Yeah, they're all over the places. I wanna fuck you in the ass. Yeah. I wanna fuck you in the ass. I wanna fuck you in the ass. I wanna fuck you in the ass. Fuck you in the ass. That's mad.
Oh, dude.
Love it.
That's too good. That's obviously a legitimate ad too, hey? Thanks, Pertsky. Oh, that's still playing in the background. Marty, what do you say we get out and enjoy our day?
Hell yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Just going to brush teeth skis and put on shoe skis and get on the go van skis.
Well, we'll say ta-ta. Also, like this up. I see 8 likes already. That's cool. Appreciate the likes. Oh, Daleski, how you doing, Dale? You just come in at the wrong timing.
Oh, Dale about 69.
Are we wearing them like this?
Dude.
That's an interesting way to wear them.
They don't sit. Oh, they do on mine.
I've never worn headsets like that before.
Hi, Dale Bold 69, and bye, Dale Bold 69. Welcome and see ya.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here and have a day exploring, and I will shoot content.
Happy dogging.
I'll shoot happy dogging. I'll shoot I'll do all the things you shouldn't do, and we'll make content. But do you want to say farewell, Marty?
See yas.
See you later. Cheers, Izzes. Out of here. I'm out. You're out. We're out. Thanks for being here.